All right, so let's get just a quick recap. Right now, we're in the morning. We'll do day 2 of this series. I think what I'm gonna find is I'll be combining days as we go on. And again, as mentioned before, getting some dedicated videos with specific topics in mind. As of right now, I'm driving back to the house. I had to drop off my wife's car to get some work done. So we're in the loaner right now. My morning is most likely just going to be doing a bit of paperwork. Around 7:30, 8 o'clock last night, some updates to applications came in with some documents that I was missing from these clients. So we'll just finalize the paperwork now, make sure that everything gets into underwriting accordingly, and then from there we can attack the day. So we'll do that, and I'll get you guys updated here in a minute, so we can kind of see what everything has in store for us. And here we go. This is the paperwork. This is the app updates, task updates, all while getting some steps in. Couldn't be a video without getting a little bit of steps in. This is just typically how I do things, man. And now we are off to the races again. I figure instead of boring you guys with all this crap, we'll just try to speed through this. So once those app updates were done, we're just getting into some downloads. Yes, I am not the best yet, so sometimes I still go through some steps. So getting the TPNs in there, getting all the downloads in there, and then we're just going to make sure that it is properly functioning. This in particular one is going to be dual pricing, so we just want to make sure that after the files have been properly downloaded, we just want to make sure that the ability to choose between cash and or credit will be populating there on the device. So that is done, and here we go. I do not like this loaner. This loaner, man, the words that I could use for this thing. Anyways, I spent a lot of time doing like terminal downloads, right? So that's something that I would not recommend for you if you are first starting out. You're absolutely better off where you are not involved in having to need or learn how to do your own downloads. If you want to do your own installs, awesome. But I definitely recommend that you leave any of the downloads, programming, any of that stuff when it comes to terminals and other devices. Leave that to the ISO that you are partnered with, especially when you're first starting. You want to really be able to maximize your time. So I would recommend doing it that way. As you're growing and you're trying to develop a company for yourself, yeah, definitely, man. Like, I absolutely think you should be able to buy devices in bulk, and that way, as these approvals come in, you can download them. But, if you're building a big presence in your local market, and again, you have, employees now, or you have divisions now, you have different divisions of the company now, I definitely recommend you buy these things in bulk, so that way you have things on hand if a client of yours is in a pinch. So that's what I would recommend further down the line. But as you're seeing that stuff now in some of these videos, I definitely don't recommend you doing that. You should focus on getting out there as much as you can and just leave that stuff to the ISO to take care of for you. So definitely keep that in the back of your mind as you're first going out there. Obviously the more people you see, the better. So we're going to start getting out and talking to people now, a few people here, and we'll get this thing moving, right? just because we spent some time doing downloads, the last person that you sold, hey, you just lost your best prospect. So you got to go out, you got to go find another one. So that's what we're going to do now. And hopefully you guys are out there doing the same. Note to self and note to you as well. I've been in this industry for 10 years. I'm telling you, man, you're going to have a day where you're a little call reluctant. It happens to everybody. So the first door is always the hardest. And sometimes that first door is your car door or your door to the house where you're like, man, I don't want to leave yet. Trust me, we all go through it. I'm telling you, lean into that. Lean into that. Nobody is going to save you. Nobody's pushing you out of that door. So lean into it. Take this chance by the horns. You got your mouth full of marbles. It's fine. Let it out on the first customer. Learn from it, and just keep the process. Stay true to yourself. Keep the process, and let's just, have a killer day, man. That's all. Go have a killer day. And here's just at least my 2 cents. Look. It's the holidays. It's getting into Thanksgiving. It's getting into Christmas. Don't let that stop you, right? So, like, I just popped in on a guy that I got my Christmas tree from last year, right? I understand he's probably not going to talk to me. And sure enough, he didn't. Hey, look, yeah, let's definitely talk, but I got to wait until after Christmas. You need to start planting seeds, even if you know this is their busy time of year. Do not let that stop you from at least introducing yourself and planting a seed to follow up after the fact, right? You guys need deals now, but you also need deals in the future. So every conversation is supposed to be building a pipeline. So definitely do not let holidays stop you from speaking to people. When it's that busy time of year for them or their seasonality. It's the same thing down like the Cape, for example, or whatever, like summer businesses, right? Yeah, the best times to talk to them is during the off season, but as the season is winding down, just get a seed in there, plant the seed, and then follow back up when their attention is on the matter. All right. That's it. That's a wrap for the day. We'll do a quick summary, probably maybe tomorrow, whatever. Like I said, we'll start combining things. But first of all, super pumped to be back in my car because that loaner was ridiculous. Next, one thing that came to my mind was if you are going to be going out and about and spending your time visiting people in person, use your car as a way to learn, okay? The one thing that I always would do, especially first of all, I learned from doing ride-alongs where you go out with a few other people and everybody was like, whatever music they were listening to or they were into, and then the other half was like talk radio and sports. Use your time to learn. Whatever it is, sales training, podcasts, anything to make you better. That's what this drive time needs to be utilized for. Do not fall into, whatever, getting, the latest gossip or whatever talk radio has, you know what I mean? Like, cut that out. You need to feed yourself with as much positive information, as much sales information, as much just business information as you can. So that's just one of the recommendations I have. But nonetheless, we'll catch up with you.